You're never prepared for this. There's just, and it didn't need to happen. It didn't need to happen.
We knew that there was a fire in our area, but it was well east of where we lived in Altadena. And so we went to bed, and we, at probably about 3:50 or so, right before 4 o'clock in the morning, my wife started getting a bunch of alerts on the phone, and I said, shut that off, because I was trying to sleep.
We saw the fire slowly approaching, still thinking, okay, no problem. We have water, we have hoses, we're good to go. We're staying with the house.
My neighbor next door, he starts saying, Rivers, we gotta go. And I grabbed my dog and we jumped in our cars and we left. And I was thinking, you know, it'll blow over or whatever, it won't hit our house.
We had houses around us burning. We tried to save those. We put spot fires out at multiple houses and things were going well. 10 o'clock rolls around and all of a sudden the water's gone.
Literally, we left with the clothes on our backs. We didn't have anything.
I came back at 2:30 a.m. and my house was ablaze. All we needed was water and we didn't have it.
And then we found out that our house had been basically leveled, destroyed, completely gutted with fire, to include many of my neighbors in my right on my block.
My children were raised here. Our boys grew up here, went to school here. The elementary school that our youngest son went to, right down the street from us, Marquez Avenue, burnt to the ground. That was very, very hard for me to see. But worst of all was to see our home burnt completely to the ground, rubble, and all of our memories just trashed, just no longer in existence.
We're kind of entering sort of Maine or downtown. I mean, we're so small, it's no downtown, but and you'll see the American Legion just across the street. The place burned down, but we're intact. So the fire was pretty selective. This was the bank, Chase, and some commercial. And there's a building there. It's not even. It was like a 4-story. It's not even there anymore. And here we are. Here's the American Legion. As you can see, this burned down like right across the street, and then here we are. And it's so much more devastation over there on that other side.
I'm gonna go park on the roof with all this equipment.
At the Legion district level and at the post level, there was no disaster committee per se, but the Department of California, the American Legion Department of California does, and then activated that committee and then brought in district commanders and post personnel within those affected areas to be part of the planning and part of the dissemination of information and materials.
Leadership immediately started either posting to Facebook or sending out email messages of, hey, the post is fine. We are going to set up Post 43 as a donation center. And that was like the very first thing is what we knew to do was let's start getting in some supplies for those that are gonna need them right away. You name it, there were donations, and as quickly as they came in, our team of volunteers were on the phones to other donation centers and other relief efforts, trying to find out where this stuff could go. So there was a line of cars in the driveway, loading up trucks, loading up vans with all of these supplies and making deliveries all over the city wherever was needed. Our kitchen downstairs in our cabaret room became a hub for meal deliveries. They put it out there. Chef Jade and then one of our members, Nick Papadakis, kind of forefronted that effort on finding out where the meals were needed.
we pulled out all our resources, and within a day, 24 hours, we were able to come here, prep out for as many meals as possible. We were doing ribeye and chicken, and the first day we did 500 meals. I casted out a web and was like, hey, I need really good, strong, people that have food experience. I need good, strong chefs. I need great volunteers. So a lot of production people who unfortunately are out of work have come to, fortunately, really invest their skills to execute what we did in the shortest amount of time.
LA can sometimes get a bum rap that we're, self-centered and all that thing. But I would say that this disaster has been fixed or helped by people and by their willingness to volunteer. Thank you to those first responders, thank you to the National Guard, but I have to say the volunteers have been a strong part of that, the success of getting the city back on its feet.
Many members of the post and the squadron have lost homes up here, and it's very it gives you, makes me feel good to know that they're reaching out. They're offering their house. They're offering, clothes. Hey, do you need a car? Many things, and it's a family. It's the American Legion family. We will be back. We will rebuild. We're a part of this community. This is a good community. It's a strong community, and it will return, and hopefully it'll return better than ever.